YouTube channel. This is third task and I'm Ankit Dhaka, and now today we are going to complete our third task of the Spark Foundation, the exploratory data analysis on using the dataset sample Superstore. And dataset you can download from this link, and I'll give this link on your description, in this video description, and the same code I have uploaded on GitHub also. You can go and check it out. Okay, and if you're facing any problem, just you can connect me on your LinkedIn, and I have given my the Insta ID also. So if anyone want to connect with me, so you can. So this is our first line of this code. That is, we need to import some import required libraries. That is the pandas, numpys, import, matplotlib, and the warnings as usual. And the second line, we need to importing our the data set that I all downloaded in my machine. So importing using the pandas and printed our first rows. Okay. So this is my first rows of my data set, and the next line, the last line of my data set using the tail. And this is the sample of my, five rows of my dataset, and the again if I run the cell again, it will I mean show me the different one. Okay, so all the different, every time it will show different, because this is it's taking the randomly. Okay, this is the sample, it will take any of sample data rows. Okay, and the next line, now we need to do the pre-processing of our data set. First we have, using this line, use this line, and we have checked the zip of the data, and now we have checked the columns of the data set. This is the zip, mode, segment, country, as you can see on like this is all the columns of this data set. Okay, after that we need to check the unique values in each columns. So here, so we can see on here the country is only one. Like this is the USA data set. We can this the country columns, here all the options is USA, United States, and there the region is 4 and the segment is 3, zip mode there is 4. So region, the category is 3, subcategory 17, sales and everything, like there is all the unique values. Okay, so now we need to check the null values, or the missing values. So in this data set there is no any null values. We can see like all is having the values. And let me tell you, this is very clean and neat and clean data set. But mostly times, if you are a data science or a data scientist, and so you will face the multiple kind of problem regarding the data set. Like it may be biased and the missing data, and the using you need to manual input, data inconsistency, regional format, so numerical unit, wrong data types. So this times this is very simple and neat and clean data set. So now, okay, after that, in this line, we need to check the overall information of the data set. Informations, I mean, like all the info, like in the zip mode, this is the non null values. I already show using the regional also. Okay, and there is data type is object, and this is the, the additional part of it. I already told you, but for your, I have used a better way to explain this code, so I have used. Okay, so the next line, this is the statically overview of the data. So you use the describe this data set. Okay, so postal code, this you can skip it because it's not will affect in our this data set, because this is the code. Because here we have the state also, state and the city and heavy, so postal codes will not affect much. Okay, so our aim to find the the weak areas. Okay, so we to check the our sale and profit. So that's why, so in this data set we can see, like we have the sales count and the profit. So this is fine, and we can see the mean of the sales is 229 and the profit is 28. So okay, and after that the standard deviation is 6 to 3. So we clearly can I mean they can say like this is the this is the skewed data. Okay, and later I'll show you 40% if the sale is 70 and the 50 the 54 the 75 is 209 and the maximum is 22638 and the profit here is 8399. And you can see like when the sales is 54 the profit is 8. Okay, and where the sale is 209 the 29 and where the sales is like, and so we clearly can say like this is the skewed I think the distribution. Okay, I mean in the graph we will I mean I'll show you. Okay, in so next line now we need to check the duplicate values because it will help to I mean to for the better accuracy. And if we have the duplicate values, so we need to drop the duplicates. So we have now we have dropped. Okay, so after that in this line we have removing the unnecessary columns such as postal code because postal code we don't require in this data set, so we can drop I mean this column. Okay, and the data set I have saved in the variable data set. So similar, we have printed the 5 rows of the dataset using the dataset.head, and so now the sigma set class and in this dataset a bottle column is not there. So now the next turn is for the data visualization. So pre-processing is fine. Now data visualization, in the part of data visualization, first we need to I mean show you the visualize all the data using the pair plot using a seaborn. Okay, let me run this cell. It takes some second. It takes time. Okay, yeah. So this is the our visualization of the data set, and here you can clearly see all the sales and I mean the quantity and the discount and the profit. Okay, and here I have used I mean using the category, and you can using the region also the similarly. Let me run this cell. Yes, now okay, it's similarly so we did this I mean the run this cell. So now we need to check the correlation between the columns, and the correlation we can see using the sale in the sales quantity discount profit. Okay, so leave this line. You can see in the better way. So in the next cell where I have used some, I mean the matplotlib and seaborn, and using the heat map. So in the heat map, the black is I mean the only for the negative. So discount, like I already mentioned also for the above heat map, the discount and the profit is negative correlated. Here, like the discount and the profit. So this is the discount and this is the profit. This is the black. Okay, so this is a negative correlated, and the color you can see like I mean how much is correlated. So using the color the sales and profit is 0.48. So this color is 4 to like it's I mean will happen I mean between the 0.4 to 0.6. Okay, and the quantity and profit are moderately correlated, and the sales and profit are correlated. And then now our turn to I mean using the count plot of category wise analysis. So using the category, using the data set, here we can clearly see like we the I mean the office supplier I mean because we have the 3 unique values in the category: office supplier, technology, and furniture. Okay, so our sales is 60. I mean the office supplies is 60, and this is the technology is 18, and the furniture is 21%. Okay, so and using the region wise, I mean the similar. So So we clearly can see, I mean, the west side is, uh, I mean, okay. So south, central, east, and the west. There is the four region, and the south is buying. I mean, the very less. I mean, it's a very least buyer, and the west is. Buying. I mean, the most more of the product. In the next line, the now consume segments. So this, I mean, we have draw this graph using the segments, and similarly, the next cell using the shift mode. Okay, so in the next line, this is the segment-wise analysis of profit, sale, and discount. So we can see like when our sale is 223, that is using the discount 0.158, our profit is 25. So similarly, so quantity-wise, our data set saying like similarly, and we will show. Okay, so this is the region-wise ordered quantity. So we have the four region we already discussed, and in this graph, I mean, this is not having the, I mean, much information. So I have used this code and to print, I mean, to draw this graph. Okay, so there is the four region, and we can say we, I mean, in this region, the quantity and with respect of the count. Okay, so here also we clearly see like south is having the blue line. So in the every times like he is the least buyer, and we already I mean checking into this graph also, like in the region wise, like yeah, this the here is the south is the like is the least buyer in the 16, and here is the south like in the blue line, and it's the similar. Okay, in the next line, so in the next line, we see the region-wise order with the product category. So like we have the four region, and on the, because West is having, I told you like is the most. The buying the more of the product, and the South is, least buyer. Okay, I mean this is our weak region where, I mean, we have not much sale in the South region. Okay. I already mentioned also, we can see like in this graph, order more kind of product and South region is our least buyer. Okay, so in the next cell, we check the profit, sale, and discount in the category wise analysis. It's like similarly, and the next line of code in the, let me run this cell. So this is the category wise versus profit. In this line, like this is the, we have plotted visually and using the data set using group by category. Okay, and we have used the sales and the profit. So in the furniture category, so the sales is like fine, but the profit, I mean, you can see the yellow color. I mean, there is no, not much profit here. Okay, as compared to technology and office supplies. So we can, take, this is our weak area. Like in the furniture, we don't have, the much profit. Okay, so now we have used this subcategory and analyzing the profit, sale, and discount. Okay, similarly, and in this, like now turn to try graph of subcategory. So in this graph, like subcategories, we have GR, labels, tables, storage, storage. All the subcategory. Okay. So now we need to check. The using the subcategory versus profit with respect to profit. So this is our, accessories and the subcategory, like accessories, art, chairs, labels, fonts, tables. Okay. So in this graph, so we have, I have used very simple code to draw this graph, and we clearly can see like in the tables and the supplies and the bookcases having the negative profit, because zero is here, and this is, some things like it's, the below zero, and the tables, supplies, and bookcases. Okay. So in this graph we can see like some of our areas we don't have the profit, only the negative result and respect with the profit. Okay. So this is one more graph of subcategory and having more detail of the data set. And okay, so here also the tables is having, I mean, there is negative result. I mean, this above graph, I mean, this is the fonts and the cop copier. Yeah, because copiers and the accessories and having the, I mean, the highest sales and the profit, but the tables is having the negative profit. We can see like tables, supplies, and the bookcases. Okay, so this is having the negative profit. So here this is our one more big area, and the next line of code. So now this is the discount graph with respect to the count, I mean the quantity. Okay, so this is the discount of the using the with respect of quantity. Like here count is quantity. So this is the distribution plot. We already discussed in the I mean the in the I mean in this line. Let me show you. Yeah, we discussed in the statically overview. I mean, in this tab, like it's a rightly skewed, and this is our visualization part, and here also we can see like this is the rightly skewed. Let me start. Allow me one more second. Yeah. So this is our sales distribution. This is our profit distribution, and this is slightly, I mean, rightly skewed, and I mean profit distribution is like normally distributed. Okay, and everything is fine. This is simple line of code to make distribution. And this is our state-wise analysis. Let me show you because we already discussed about using the subcategory and category-wise, region-wise. Now we turn to check into the state-wise. So in the state-wise analysis, so California, New York, Texas. So I have printed only the first five state. Uh, so here is California, New York, Texas, and Washington. And okay, and the next line. So the minimum value in the state is 1 and the maximum value is 2000. In the next line, in this using the state-wise analysis, here profit, sale, and discount is, you can see and check. This is all of the state of USA, and this is the sales and discounted profit. And after that, this is the graph. I mean, this will. I mean, this is the. I mean, the dealings with respect to the state. Okay. So here California, I mean dealing the most of the product. Okay, and what is this? Actually, my eyesight is weak. Fuel. Okay, so the next line, this is the computing states in the terms of sales. So in this data set, this is the state sales versus profit. So here also we can see like in the Texas and Wisconsin and California is fine, and the Colorado. So there is some, I mean, states where we don't have the much profit, only the negative profit. Okay, so because this is graph showing the flow to zero. Okay, so and then the state wise also some of areas where we need to do some more efforts and need to increase the sales and the profit using some discount and using some attraction and kind of some things. Okay, so in the conclusion you can see and check, and I already told you all the conclusions, our big areas and other findings. And if you want to check clearly, you can go my GitHub account and download it. my call. Okay, thank you guys. Bye.